Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! First things first, somebody in the chat just showed up. Hello there, Bug Fragged, who says, I got here late, what difficulty are you on? I'm playing on the normal difficulty because it's quote-unquote the intended difficulty. So to recap, this game here is Sacred Earth Promise, and currently we just had our first battle. Apparently some monsters came up from the sewers. I had a little tutorial on how to fight. I'm gonna need some practice on that. Was not quite figuring out how to do the combo thing, but now I'll get the hang of it. They wound up dying on their own though, it seemed like. I was about to attack them again and poof, they disappeared, and I gained experience for it. Well, hey, free experience. Anyway, let me go ahead and do a little bit of figuring out what we were saying here. So let's see here. I'm thankful that this is a thing. So there's somebody who is missing her daughter and has requested that we look for the person's daughter. Let's see here. Meanwhile, Rhea is interested in going down to the water treatment plant in the sewers. So let's see here. First, a water treatment system designed for a floating city with no access to an aquifer is inherently fascinating. You know, that's a good point. We're on floating islands, I'm pretty sure. So, where does this place get its water from? Huh. Let us dwell on this a moment. No, I'm good. Second, if this centuries-old technology remains operational without maintenance, it offers a perfect lair. A perfect lair? And third, a beholder possesses the power to mesmerize its prey. So those who've disappeared have been hypnotized by whatever spawned those creatures, and the sewers are its nest. Hey, when are the arena finals? In about 2 hours? No sweat, I'll be back in time for a drink. If you're going in alone, take these, please. Ether gems? For free? Are you researchers so wealthy that you can pass out orbital enhancers like candy? I suppose I never properly introduced myself. I am Rhiannon Zelen of Zing. Zelen? As in the ubiquitous Zelen Corporation? I use some of your gear myself. It's good. I crafted these myself in our main laboratory. Attach them to your equipment, use them well, and return safely. That goes without saying. The stone that lines the floor and walls is surprisingly dry for a sewer. Good thing, too. If I slip and fall, I'll be falling for a while. I can hear the distant trickling of water and the hum of coursing energy, but see no signs of life. Let's proceed cautiously, one redolent room at a time. Initiate symbol map tutorial? Sure. Dungeons consist of clusters called symbols. You traverse these symbols, activating events and balancing the gain and expenditure of your TP. TP is used in symbol maps to avoid encounters and traps. It can be regained in a few ways, as well as will be detailed further in. This is an ambitious game, I gotta say. And all these hand-drawn backgrounds and all these game mechanics. Hopefully I can keep track of it all. Alright, what about combat tiles? Nodes with white circles are combat tiles. When activated, you will be prompted to fight a random monster group, or avoid it. Avoiding the battle costs 25 TP. Winning battles will net you a return on TP, so you can get some back by fighting if you run out. Unconscious characters are revived after battle. That is good. And the party recovers a small portion of LF and EP as well. Alright, trap and bonus tiles. Symbols marked with an arrow-like explosion are traps. When activated, you will be presented with a choice to either attempt to evade or to spend 25 TP to nullify it. And depending on what these traps are like, I might prefer to spend TP on avoiding traps rather than TP to avoid encounters. Evasion attempts will be given a success rate beforehand, so you can choose when or when not to do it. Bonus symbols are marked with a face. When activated, you will be given a choice between a beneficial effect or converting that effect into TP. So there are traps that are beneficial then? Cool. If you really don't want the effect, turning it into TP is not a bad idea. Sparkles are treasure tiles. When activated, you will gain the tiles assigned Ether Core. Sometimes a treasure tile will contain a style core instead. Treasure tiles are never bad, so take any that you can see. Alright, what about event tiles? Event symbols are marked with question marks and exclamation marks. Question marks are minor conversation events. Exclamation marks are major story events. The goal of symbol maps are always to get to the major story event. Alright, gotcha. Initiate Ether Core tutorial. It's a lot to take in, but sure. Maybe I'll rewatch the stream after it's done to get a refresher. In dungeons, you may find nodes that give you items that have the names of elements. These are Ether Cores. Ether Cores come in two types. Style Cores give the character a percentile stat spread. Base Cores give the character static stat boost. Mix and max base cores give your character an advantage. Base cores have levels that range from I to V. 1 to 5 then? Higher level cores increase stats more than lower level cores. It must also be noted that Ether Cores boost a character's resistance to the core's element. Conversely, it weakens the character to the core's opposite element. Try to find a good balance between stats and elemental resistances when deciding your core setup. Ether Cores can be equipped in the menu. Alright, well... Okay, I was pressing enter. Wouldn't look very good if I just waltzed back out without getting this done. Well, let's get this done then. I cannot move freely like I can in town. Let's save before I do anything I regret. Let's go to system. Instant test? Nah, I'm fine with the settings. Let's not choose those options down there. What are my stats out of curiosity? Level 1, already gained 400 from that tutorial fight. Experience, that is. Ether Gems, Taurus, Flame Brave 1, Earth Shudder 1. There's my elements over there. Is that my resistances or my offensiveness? Possibly resistance. I assume like 100% is normal damage and not immunity. Alright, let's take a look at Ether Gems. So, Taurus. Boost power at the cost of knowledge. Increase flame resistant power. Increase earth resistant parry. Bugfrag in the chat says lower percent means resistance, higher percent means weakness. Resistance and weakness, gotcha. Alright, I don't have any others on hand. I guess those given to me are technically already equipped then for this. So what are my abilities here? Got a bunch of them. A bunch more, in fact. Or do I? What have I got? 4 assaults. Well, I'll figure these out as we fight. Speaking of which... Alright, contact engaged with this enemy. Yeah. Alright. Let me see if I can, like, figure this out. I can't seem to do first trigger. I might not understand exactly how that is. Oh, it costs EX, okay. I do understand that. In that case, now I can actually use it on this turn.
Here goes.
And there we go. Neat. And now that we've dealt with it, it's taken care of, let's go to the smiley face. Travel bonus. Life and EP up 20%. Sounds good to me. So this is an interesting way to traverse dungeons. In case anybody's wondering, there are actual walking around segments in this game. I'll figure out when those come to play as we get to them. How they work and that sort of thing. Okay, next fight. What are my arts? Tremor? Sure, start with a tremor. Boy, yeah, after that, hampering it seems like a good idea to do. Okay, also I can kind of take my time deciding what buttons to press, so that's good news. Alright, what are my ways to heal? This one here. Stores 40% LF and 25% EP to the user. Cool. So, Bugfragged, out of curiosity, you one of the developers of this game? Oh, this thing's almost dead. Hey, level up. Magic Break learned. Cool. What's Magic Break? Lowers the magic of a single target. Small non-element damage. Bugfragged is not a developer, but did beat the game on Nightmare. Well, right now I'm glad I'm not playing on Nightmare, because this is taking a little bit to learn. Alright. no way, as far as I can tell, to... Oh wait, there we go. Let me look over what the sparkles were again. Sparkles are treasures. Yes, we definitely want treasures. Leo obtained. Gotcha. What's Leo? An ether gem, I assume? Yes, it is. Boost critical at the cost of movement. Life goes down, power goes down, pride goes up, knowledge goes up. I'll hold off on that for the time being. I am not at all concerned about how high my total saves is going to get. Alright, what was this thing? Travel hazard. Evade chance 75. Well, let's see what happens if I try. I succeeded. Cool. Alright, got a couple of battles coming up. Well, since I succeeded, I don't want to die and then wind up not succeeding in my next attempt. Alright. Oh, one of you guys. This time I should be able to actually hit you. Then another fight there. This seems to be leading somewhere. I should consider going back to the other thing. Alright, one of you guys again. I'm gonna start with this because you were kind of painful before. Nice start.
Here goes.
Yeah, I think I'm figuring this out. Treasure? Brave Flame 1 obtained. Cool. What happens if I equip that? Because I already technically have one. So increase flame resist and power. Well, let's look at my stats here. Flame is 48 right now. If I equip this other one... $45. Alright. I'm gonna go back to this other one, because down there definitely seems like it's leading to something. Oh, question mark. Cool. Alright, you are easy, so I'm not gonna be too concerned about trying to do much with you. I don't even need to use my trigger. Alright, what we got here? What's that sound? A sibilant slithering across the stones. And it's coming from right behind me. There's nothing there. Wait! That sound. It's behind me again! Aha! Aha! It was my tail. It's lonely down here. I kind of had a feeling it was. That's kind of an interesting problem to have. my tail is not long enough to do that. Slither on the ground, that is. Alright, here's another trap. I got so much travel points right now, I might as well go ahead and use a Nullify now. Head into the next fight. You again. I definitely like the art of this game, by the way. As in, the visuals, sprites and that sort of thing. Kinda surprised that the monsters aren't really animated, but then again, they don't necessarily have to be. Final Fantasy got away without animated monster sprites for a long time. Still alive, huh? Well, we'll just take care of that. Or, maybe he'll take care of me. Well then. That happened. Okay, so note to self, pay attention to health. He was so close to dead, I didn't really think about it. Try this again. Oh. Bugfragged says that your life force drops if you use a chain attack while your EP is 0. I will keep that in mind. That's what got me killed last time, okay. Time to heal. That's a nice heal. I probably could have used my special skill then. Ugh. Okay. Again, glad I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty. Hey, smiley face! Life force plus 20%, heck yeah. And monster there. Knowing now that I can die, of course I'm going to save. Bugfragged says, if you're low on EP and EX, you can also use Focus/Defend to get some of each resource back. Good advice. There's another encounter after this one. Oh, it's just a slime. I'd say just a slime, but it's actually kind of painful. But actually goes down pretty easily. And I gain a level, Flame Aura learned. Cool! Flame Aura, huh? Increase one ally's flame resistance. Alright, let me try this fight. And there's 2 traps beyond it. Oh, it's you. Well, you might be a threat, so... I'm coming in here with not a whole lot of life force left. Okay, there was no way I could have prepared for that, for the record. That was just unfortunate. So, like, ow. Okay, well, I need to go into our third and final episode break anyway, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And when we come back from this break, I will proceed onward, hopefully not get zapped by an attack that causes 70 points of damage again. And, find the missing child.